Hey there guys, what's going on? Welcome to Ion Silver. If you're new here, my name is Glenn, and this is my video for you guys today. But before I get into the video, which I have a lot to say about, I've been gone for a while. Firstly, I just got done writing my very first book ever. It's called Haunted Tales. It's linked down below in the description if you guys want to go check that out. It's only $10 or so. And I've been doing a lot of other things too. A few weeks ago, over the past few weeks, I've been visiting quite a lot of museums. The first one was right after Independence Day. It was the World War II International Museum, which is really cool. They have a lot of really cool things in there for a small building. The second one was Mystic Seaport in Connecticut. That was a lot of fun as well. And the last one was last week in New Bedford, Massachusetts. I was in the New Bedford Whaling Museum, which was another really cool museum. It doesn't talk about just history, it also talks about the environment as well. So it's kind of like history and science kind of merged together. But yeah, I've been gone for a while, so if you're curious, that's what I've been up to. I really hope you missed me, and I really hope you guys look forward to watching more of my videos. Also too, I want to talk about a book that I am currently reading. It's this one called George Washington's Secret Six, and this is a really cool book. It's about a spy network that George Washington himself had, and it was a good key ingredient to help us win the American Revolution. So, you know, out of all the history that I've been studying over the years, because I've been studying history for quite a long time. I started years ago, back like when I was like 8 years old. I had to be in like maybe second grade at the time, maybe third grade. I can't quite remember my age, but basically that's not the point. The point is, there's a lot of things that you can learn from history. But before I get into that, I want to tell you about something that happened when I was at Mystic Seaport. So I was in the souvenir shop getting ready to go home. I just wanted to go check out what they had for souvenirs. And one of the things that I noticed was there was this young boy with his mother. They were looking around as well. And the first thing I said to the mother was, "Excellent job for getting your son here and having him learn about history." And then what I said to the young boy was that history is not just fascinating and interesting, it's also very important as well. The more you know about the past, the more prepared you are for the future. So out of all the things that I've studied, I've learned quite a lot of lessons over the years from studying history for so long. So I'm going to go over today what those lessons are. I only have 6 of them, but hopefully you guys can relate, and here we go. Lesson number 1. Studying history has really made me appreciate the time period that we currently live in. I know for many years, like, I've studied different time periods, and sometimes I've been a little bit jealous of like the previous time periods, like even things like back in the 80s, like they had rock bands playing that were very affordable. They had a lot of really cool things as well. Like they had like light shows. They had Rocky Point when it was an amusement park. Basically, a lot of the time periods had a lot of really cool stuff that just isn't around anymore. And that's one of the things that I kind of got a little bit jealous of, and it also kind of made me wish that I was back in that time period again. But one of the things I've learned is, if we were to go back in time, it also means not just going back in time and living back then, but it's also giving up a lot of the things that we have now. Like, for instance, iPhones, which is what I'm using to film this video, DVD players, streaming services. Like, they didn't have any of that stuff back then. So if we go back then, we don't really have the stuff that we have now. So one of the things, I actually want to share a little story with you guys. So years ago, when I was about to head into high school, my parents and I took a trip to Sturbridge Village. It's a really cool village. I'm not going to go into all the details, but I got into a conversation with a one of the tour guides there. He was all dressed in 19th century clothing, and one of the things I asked him was, if you had a choice, would you ever want to live back then? And he told me absolutely not. And I asked him, well, why not? And he's like, well, because they had hard times back then. Like, he actually told me this one story of where if a guy got like a severe cut on his leg, one of the things they would do, because they thought it was a way of curing the cut, they would take a leather patch, put horse manure on it, and put it on the cut, which I'm pretty sure any medical doctor can tell you that's not going to cure the cut. So that's one of the things. Like, I appreciate the time period and knowing that you know, they have the modern medicine and medical methods to heal cuts. So that's one of the lessons I've learned, is to appreciate the time period that we currently live in. Lesson number 2. It's also, studying history has taught me that things change over time. Like technology changes, political laws change, people change, the styles also change. Nothing ever stays the same. Life is always moving forward, evolving and changing, and some ways that's actually a good thing. I know sometimes people kind of wish things could stay the same. Sometimes I wish that too, but unfortunately, that's not how it works. Things change and they move forward. Number 3, hard times have an ending. Difficult times have an ending. And you can take your pick from the Black Plague to the French Revolution to even things like the tuberculosis outbreak, smallpox. Like, basically, every time period has their hard times. Even something more recent like COVID-19. Basically, we all have our hard moments. We have hard times to get through, but eventually we do get through them. Sometimes you might not see like the light at the end of the tunnel at first, but as long as you keep plugging away and you try to stay positive like our ancestors did, we're gonna get through it as well. So that's lesson number 3. Lesson number 4. History is something that everyone and everything has in common. Excuse me. History is something that we all have in common, from everyone to everything. Like myself, I have like ancestors that came from Europe. People who are watching probably have ancestors that came from different parts of the world. And like even things like animals that we love, like cats and dogs, or even places that we like to go to, like Burger King or McDonald's, or there's a restaurant here in Rhode Island called Cello's that has a beginning. Even places as simple as like the grocery store, Walmart, Stop and Shop, Shaw's. I can keep going. Like everyone and everything has a place of origins, and they all have a history. So, and that's something that we all share together. Number 5, studying history can teach us how to be prepared in certain situations. So, for instance, if you study Hurricane Katrina and you want to know how to be prepared for either a hurricane or some other kind of natural disaster, if you look at the way that things were back then, they weren't really prepared. But because of that, it's taught us now how to be more prepared. Like, for example, the blizzard of 1978. One of the things that it's taught people is they need to make cars more durable in rough, snowy conditions. So that's one lesson that we've learned from the 1978 hurricane. Or even like COVID-19, it's taught us to keep the social distancing factor in when we have colds, or stay inside and try to get better, things like that. And lastly, number 6, history has taught me that there's tons of people throughout the time periods to look up to. Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, Nathaniel Greene, Eileen Collins, Amelia Earhart, or even somebody I'm currently studying now, Mary Edwards Walker. If you don't know who she was, in a nutshell, she was a medic during the Civil Wars. And she has a very good history, another video for another time. But one of the things that I've learned is there's so many good people to admire ourselves after and look up to. And I think those are the people, even people like Tom Brady, he has a history too. And there's tons of people to study, admire, and model ourselves after. You just have to study it. So, so that concludes this video for today. So, before I actually end this video, I would like to have kind of an open discussion down below in the comments. I encourage everybody, share with us, what's something that you've personally learned from history that maybe I didn't go over in this video? Like what's a time period that you're fascinated by? Let's share it down below, and please, no rude comments. All rude comments will be deleted. So anyway, guys, that ends this video for today. I hope everybody has a great day so far. And as always, stay ready, stay focused, stay strong. See you later, guys.